Hello Year 7, welcome to Lesson 4 French of the summer term. And today we're studying les sujets et les opinions, school subjects and opinions. So last lesson you learnt how to say school subjects, and we'll be building on opinions, both positive and negative, to describe how we feel about school subjects. Hello Year 7, a list of the equipment you will need to have with you. You will need the exercise book the school gave you, a pen, the whiteboard on the back of your school journal and a board pen, although these are optional. Also, your knowledge organiser for Module 5, which is the Summer 1 document attached on class charts, and you can just open this on a tab on your computer. Plus, you can also open another tab with wordreference.com on it, which is the online dictionary to help you look up any words that are not in your knowledge organiser. So press pause now to get all your equipment ready for your learning. Please email me with any questions you have and with photos of your excellent home learning so that you can receive home learning achievement points. And my email address is just there for you to note down. Okay, when you're ready, press pause and press play to go on to activity number 1. Okay, Year 7, a quick note about presentation. Make sure that your date is in French and underlined, and your title in French as well and underlined. If I've part completed your date for you, I want you to try and complete that yourselves. I also want you to write down the objective, l'objectif, to give your opinion and others on school subjects. So pause to complete that and press play to do the do now. Well done. Now, the do now should take about 5 minutes. I want you to copy and match up in French the times below. So on the left-hand side, they're all in French, and on the right-hand side in English. I've given you an example. Number 1, à 9 heures equals at 9 o'clock. So I've crossed through at 9 o'clock for you. Just write down number 1, à 9 heures equals at 9 o'clock. Okay? And write in full, not a number and a letter. Press pause to do that now. Okay, Year 7, here's your date. Thursday the 30th of April, jeudi 30 avril, and you have your title and your objective again. And do now example number 1, à 9 heures equals at 9 o'clock. Numéro 2, à 10 heures, at 10 o'clock. À midi, à 12 heures, at midday, 12 o'clock. 4, à 11 heures, at 11 o'clock. Et 5, à 1 heure, at 1 o'clock. So pause now to mark those and then press play to continue to exercise 1. Activity 1, first of all, has 2 slides to it. For part A, I would like you to write out the verb aimer, to like. So in your books, copy the verb aimer in full, and I want you to highlight the ending in a different colour, just like I've done in red. So you can draw the chart like I have, and press pause to do that now. The main part of activity 1 now, part B. So you have the verb aimer, to like, written out in full in your books. Now on your mini whiteboards or in the back of your book or on scrap paper, I want you to write out the verb in full, first of all French to English, okay, and then once you've mastered it French to English, I want you to write it English to French until you get the verb correct every time that you test yourself. Use look, cover, write, check. So for the first attempt, write all the French down on the board and see if you can write it in English. Then once you've mastered that, you write just the English and without looking, write down the French. Pause to do that now. Okay, in activity 2, I'm going to explain how you create the present tense in French. So just listen to the video first of all, and then you will be writing out the rule in your books. So to create the present tense in French, We use the present tense to describe what is happening now or what usually happens. Most verbs end in ER in the infinitive. The infinitive is the full verb as you would find it in the dictionary. And in English, the infinitive is to plus the verb, so to like, to love, to hate, etc. Aimer means to like, adorer is to love, and détester is to hate. Okay, they are opinion verbs that you'll be using today. To change the verb from the infinitive to speak about a different person, we need to follow a set of rules. So first of all, we remove the ending from the verb, the ER. So aimer becomes AIM. Then we're left with the stem, which is the name for the part of the verb without the ending on it. So here it's M, AIM. And then we add the correct ending to that stem. So for je, we had E. Tu, we had ES. Il, elle, on, we had E. Nous, we add ONS. Vous, we had EZ. And il and elle, we had ENT. This will make sense when we move on to the next slide. So just write this rule out now for me. Now look at the verb aimer and how it has been changed for each person. So the ER has been dropped from aimer and it's left the stem AIM. Then the correct ending has been added. So j'aime, I like, has an E on it. Tu aimes, you singular like, has ES on the end. Il, elle, on aime, he, she, we like, likes, has an E on the end. Nous aimons, we formal like, has ONS on the end. Vous aimez, you plural or polite like, has EZ on the end. And il, elle, aime, they in the masculine and feminine form like, has an ENT on the end. Okay, écoutez et répétez. J'aime. Tu aimes. Il, elle, on aime. Nous aimons. Vous aimez. Ils aiment. Elles aiment. Excellent, Year 7. You'll notice that they all sound the same apart from nous aimons and vous aimez, even if the endings are different. Now pause now to continue to the next stage. Now copy the sentences below and then use your aimer verb table to translate them into English or French. The example is j'aime le français, I like French. So copy the French or the English and then translate them into English or French. Pause now to complete that activity. And here are your answers. So if you just want to pause the slide to check that you've got the answers correct and make any corrections that you need to. Now, on this slide you will see two tables, the verb aimer that we've been through, to like, and the verb adorer, to love. Now, I want you to just copy the table for adorer and complete the endings for that verb and use the verb endings on the table for aimer to help you. So just one table, please. Can you complete the table for adorer? Write that out in full in French and in English. Press pause to do that now. Okay, now correct the verb adorer. The endings are highlighted, they're underlined in red. And then pause to check these. Now I'd like you to complete the table for détester this time and fill out the endings, and you can use the verbs aimer and adorer to help. So press pause to do that now. So here are your answers. Je déteste has an E, I hate. Tu détestes has an ES, you singular hate. Il, elle, on déteste has an E, he, she likes or we like, informal version. Nous détestons, we formal hate. Vous détestez, you plural or polite hate. Il, elle déteste, ENT ending, they masculine or feminine hate. Pause again to double check your answers are correct and then press play to go on to the next section of the lesson. Now I'd like you to copy and translate the sentences. So I've given you an example. Elle déteste les maths. She hates maths. So you're going to look at the 3 opinion verb tables and you're going to use them to help you copy and translate these sentences. So press pause to do that now. And here are your answers. So we had the example, elle déteste les maths. She hates maths. So pause and check your answers are correct and make any corrections you need to. Activity 4, I want you to now copy and complete the paragraph below to give you and your friends opinions on school subjects using the pronoun nous. So to say, we love, we like, we don't like, we hate. And then I want you to translate it into English. So pause to do that now. Okay, final activity, year 7. I want you to go on to Quizizz using the link on class charts to complete your quiz. Just before you do that, I want to say well done, year 7. You've worked so well on this topic, on giving opinions on school subjects. And please remember to send in your photos and emails of your great work to your teacher so that you can get well-deserved achievement points for great home learning. And also you can get achievement points for great quiz scores. Au revoir.